So, Daniel Bwala, who was last week announced by President Tinubu as a special advisor, Media and Public Communications State House, resumed duty yesterday at the presidential villa, saying this to State House correspondents.
So as the official spokesman of the president, I want to assure you all of my unalloyed commitment and support and collaboration. I only came to introduce myself to you and the role that is given to me by Mr. President. And I told you that role was once occupied by Ajuri Ngilali. So whatever understanding you have of the role that he occupied before, that is what it goes. In law, they call it res ipsa loquito. The facts speak for itself.
Soon after that, he went on a media blitz on several media organizations, including Channels Television, where he also said this.
We have effectively replaced Ajuri Ngilali.
Yeah.
That's your office now.
Yes.
But his principal, President Bwala Tinubu, who is currently away in Brazil, waited for Daniel Bwala to go to sleep before surprising him with this. So, Mr. Bwala essentially went to bed last night as special advisor, Media and Public Communications State House, but woke up this morning to find that he now has a new role, not as official spokesman, but as special advisor on policy communication, a much lesser role than he had previously. So a couple of questions. Why did Mr. Bwala's job description suddenly change? Did it have anything to do with the way he conducted himself upon resumption at the presidential villa yesterday? Or does it have anything to do with his almost an hour-long interview with Seun last night, where, in my opinion, Seun effectively prosecuted the case against Mr. Bwala, that his past criticisms of the president made him an awful pick for the job? Another important question to ask is, who communicated to Mr. Bwala that he was effectively taking over the role that Ajuri played as spokesman while he was with President Tinubu? Was it the president? And what exactly did his job description say? Now, here is what my sources are telling me. Mr. Bwala, no doubt, has direct access to President Tinubu and was offered the position of Special Advisor, Media and Public Communications State House through this direct access. But it was something that was not formally and properly communicated to those working for the president in the villa. I know what I've just said might sound incredulous, but here's the proof.
But your own, well, have you been briefed by the president?
When the president traveled, but I've communicated with the president.
You've spoken with the chief of staff, isn't it? You've had meetings with him too.
The chief of staff, we've been in touch.
No, I mean, assuming office today.
I just assumed today.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you couldn't have assumed office. You would have gotten your tax, access, and
these are
a brief of office. Yeah.
I went to the villa, and as soon as they saw me, they said, congratulations. They cleared me. Then we had a meeting with the communications team. And after the meeting, then I proceeded to address the State House Press Corps, which is the primary constituency, my primary constituency.
Now, even from his own description, it is clear that he resumed that job yesterday, not sure exactly what his job description was. But in fairness to Mr. Bwala, the confusion in the president's communication team didn't just start yesterday.
Has Ajuri been replaced?
I don't know about that.
You work, in the same, Sunday Diary's appointment. Sunday Diary is supposed to be working from the Ministry of Information. You are going to be in the presidency. Ajuri's role is slightly different from yours. And there are those who believe that Ajuri has not been replaced. What is the thinking of the president about the vacuum?
Well, there's no vacuum. There's never been a vacuum. The president has many qualified people in his media information, strategy everywhere. And so somebody leaves, didn't create any vacuum. In fact, I must say that the people who are around, everybody just filling the gap and the job continues. With Sunday's addition is to strengthen the team, to add some value in some areas where the president maybe thinks we are lacking and things like that. So it brings somebody else to also strengthen our team.
Would you say that Bayo Onanuga is now the head of the media in the presidency? Is that the case now? Are you the official spokesperson of the president?
Well, everybody, all of us working for the president in the media, we are all spokesmen of the president, all of us. Not only just me, even Mr. Tunde Rahman, Mr. Demoted Ajayi, Abdulaziz, we all speak for the president.
But you lead the
all
team now.
official spokesmen.
You lead the team now?
I've never been, there's never been something like that. But in terms of seniority, in terms of experience, I happen to be the man that is leading the team as of today.
But even at that, should teamwork be the reason why the communication team of the president shouldn't have someone lead them? I mean, how difficult can or should that be? Or is the president having a tough time deciding whether or not Mr. Onanuga is capable of leading his communication team? Or is it a case of having too many cooks, since they all seem to be media heavyweights in their own rights? As far as I can see, this current arrangement is a recipe for disaster and could end up greatly embarrassing the president and the nation at large. Recall that it was a similar situation that played out during Ajoi's reign as special advisor, when he was the unofficial leader of the communication team of the president. We all knew how that played out, and which led to unfortunate situations such as this one. We then later forced Ajoi to later do this damage control.
I've been really saddened by some of the commentary attempting to create confusion and division within the office of the president with respect to my humble self and a very respected elder colleague in the person of Mr. Bayo Onanuga. I want to be very clear that when I was somewhere in primary school, Mr. Onanuga was risking his life on the streets of Lagos against murderous oppressors, defending the right of Nigerians to be able to vote for their leaders. Anybody thinking that they can create an impression that I see myself as on par or on level with somebody of the stature of Mr. Bayo Onanuga, that I'm competing with him, that I'm antagonizing him in any way, somebody that I revere and respect to the utmost, that conversation should stop.
Truth is, the president cannot have a 13-member communication team without a leader. Mr. Onanuga is clearly the most experienced and has been with the president for donkey years and should be immediately named the official leader of the president communication team. And if the president doesn't feel comfortable with Mr. Onanuga, then he should appoint someone else. Now, to not do any of this could be greatly irresponsible on the part of the president, but could backfire on monumental proportions.